Hello dear students, I am Assistant Professor Priyanka Kashi from Department of Chemistry, SHGM College, Kopargaon. Today we will discuss the second year analytical course CCTP 11 Chemical Methods of Pharmaceutical Analysis. In this course, the second lesson is Chemical Test, Limit Test and Assays. Uh, in a previous lecture, limit test we have already completed. In this video lecture, assays is the point we have discussed. What is mean by assays? An assay is an investigative or analytical procedure for quantitatively assessing or qualitatively assessing, measuring the presence amount of functional activity of a target entity or the analyte. Acetyl value, assay of acetyl value we will discuss the first. Acetyl value is the number which express in milligram the amount of potassium hydroxide required to neutralize the acetic acid liberated by the hydroxide of 1 gram of the acetylated substance. There is a method, and this method is used to calculate the acetyl value from the expression acetyl value is equal to 1335 into bracket b minus a divided by 1335 minus a, where a is the saponification value of the substance and b is the saponification value of the acetylated substance. Then we will discuss the assay of acid value. The acid value is the number which express in a milligram the amount of potassium hydroxide necessary to neutralize the free acid present in 1 gram of the substance. There is a method, and this method is used for the calculate the acid value. Then acid value is equal to 5.61 N by W, where N is the number of ml of 0.1 molar potassium hydroxide required and W is the weight in a gram of the substance. Then we will discuss the Cineol assay. Weigh 3.0 gram the substance under examination, freshly dried over anhydrous sodium sulfate into a dry test tube and add 2.1 gram of a method orthocresol. Place the tube in the apparatus for the freezing point and allow to cool, stirring continuously. When the crystallization takes place, there is a small rise in temperature. Note the highest temperature reached T1. Remelt the mixture on a water bath, ensuring that the temperature does not exceed T1 by more than 5 degree, and place the tube in an apparatus maintained at a temperature 5 degree below T1. When crystallization takes place or when the temperature of the mixture has fallen 3 degree below T1, stir continuously. Note the highest temperature at which the mixture freezes T2. Repeat the operation until the two highest values obtained for the T2 and do not differ by more than 0.2 degree. If supercooling occurs, induce crystallization by the addition of small crystal of a complex consisting of a 3 gram of cineol and 2.1 gram of melted orthocresol. If T2 is below 27.4 degree, repeat the determination after the addition of 5.1 gram of the complex. Determine the percentage weight by weight of cineol corresponding to the freezing point T2. Obtaining the intermediate values by interpolation. If 5.1 gram of the cineol orthocresol complex was added, calculate the percentage weight by weight of a cineol from the expression to A50, where A is the value of corresponding to a freezing point of T2. This is the cineol assay. Then we will discuss the ester value. The ester value is the number of milligrams of potassium hydroxide required to saponify the ester present in 1 gram of the substance. Determine the acid value and saponification value of the substance under examination. Calculate the ester value from the expression. Ester value is equal to saponification value minus acid value. Then next one is the hydroxyl value. The hydroxyl value is the number of milligram of potassium hydroxide required to neutralize the acid combined by acylation in 1 gram of the substance. Calculate the hydroxyl value from the below the expression. Hydroxyl value, there are two methods. First one is hydroxyl value is equal to acid value plus 28.05 volume by weight, where V is the difference in ml between the titration and W is the weight in a gram of the substance. And second method and second formula is used for the hydroxyl value is equal to 56.11 V by W, where V is the difference in ml between the titrations and W is the weight in gram of the substance. Then next one is the iodine value. The iodine value is the number which express in gram the quantity of the halogen calculated as iodine which is absorbed by 100 gram of the substance under the described condition. Calculate the iodine value from the expression. Iodine value is equal to 1.269 into bracket B minus A divided by W, where W is the weight in a gram of the substance, A is the ml of sodium thiosulfate required. Then methoxyl, असे 1 ml of 0.1 molar thiosulfate is equivalent to 0.000517 gram of methoxyl. CH3O is the formula of methoxyl. 1 ml of 0.1 molar sodium thiosulfate is equal to 0.000517 gram of methoxyl CH3O. It is the standard relation to calculate the methoxyl value, equivalent to sodium thiosulfate 0.1 molar. Then we will see the nitrogen. For method A and B, 1 ml of 0.1 molar sulfuric acid is equivalent to 0.002802 gram of nitrogen. For method C and D, 1 ml of 0.1 molar hydrochloric acid means HCl is equivalent to 0.001401 gram of nitrogen. Method E gives this method is used for substance containing 2 milligram or less of the nitrogen. 1 ml of 0.01 molar sulfuric acid is equivalent to 0.000280 gram of nitrogen. Then next one is the peroxide value. The peroxide value is the number of milli equivalent of active oxygen that express the amount of peroxide contained in 1000 gram of the substance. Calculate the peroxide value from the expression. Peroxide value is equal to 10 into bracket A minus B divided by W, where W is the weight in a gram of the substance. Then saponification value is the next assay. The saponification value is the number of milligram of potassium hydroxide necessary to neutralize the free acid and saponify the ester present in 1 gram of the substance. The saponification value is calculated by the expression. Saponification value is equal to 28.05 into bracket B minus A divided by W, where W is the weight in a gram of the substance. Then assay of steroids. Calculate the quantity in milligram of the steroids in a 20 ml aliquot of the test. Solution from the expression AT divided by AS into CS, where A is the absorbance of the test solution, AS is the absorbance of the standard solution, CS is the quantity in milligram of the reference substance in a 20 ml aliquot of the standard solution. Then unsaponifiable matter. The unsaponifiable matter consists of the substance present in oil and fats which are not saponifiable by alkali hydroxides and are determined by extraction with an organic solvent of a solution of a saponified substance under examination. Assay of vitamin A is the next assay. The following methods for the determination of the potency of vitamin A in a pharmacopoeial preparation are based on the measurement of the ultraviolet spectrum of the vitamin A, the specified wavelength. The potency of vitamin A is expressed in terms of the unit, which is 0.344 microgram of all trans vitamin A acetate equivalent to 0.3 microgram of all trans vitamin A alcohol. Then we will see the next assay of vitamin D. The assay should be completed promptly and care should be taken throughout the procedure to keep the minimum the exposure to air and to actinic light by the use of inert gas and low actinic glasswares. All the operations should be carried out in a subdued light. The amount of vitamin D in milligram of weight and sample taken is given by the expression 0.04 into bracket A1 minus A2 divided by A3 minus A2, where A1 is the absorbance due to the solution in the first tube, A2 is the absorbance due to the solution in the second tube, A3 is the absorbance due to the solution in the third tube. 1 milligram of argocalciferol or cholecalciferol is equivalent to 40,000 units of vitamin D. The next assay is the zinc. Calculate the amount of zinc by the reference of standard graph obtained by using 0.5 ml, 1 ml, 1.5 ml and 2 ml of zinc standard solution, 10 ppm zinc, and repeating the determination as outlined above. We can plot the standardized graph method, and we can calculate the zinc by this graph. Then next assay is the ethanol. The ethanol content of a liquid is expressed as the number of volumes of ethanol contained in 100 volumes of the liquid. The volume begins measured at 24.9 degree to 25.1 degree. This is known as the percentage of ethanol by volume. The content may also be expressed in grams of ethanol per 100 gram of the liquid. This is known as the percentage of ethanol by weight. Apparatus is used for the determination of ethanol by distillation is below. The apparatus consists of round bottom flask A filled with distilled head B with a steam trap and attached to a vertical condenser C. It is the condenser C, vertical condenser, A tube is fitted to a lower part condenser and carries the distillate to lower part of 100 ml or 250 ml volumetric flask D. It is the volumetric flask D. Volumetric flask is immersed in a beaker E containing a mixture of ice and water during the distillation. A disc with a circular apparatus 6 cm diameter is placed under the distillation flask to reduce the risk of churning of a dissolved substance. Assay of insulin. It is determined by liquid chromatography. 100 units are equivalent to 3.47 milligram of human insulin and to 3.45 milligram of parasin insulin and to 3.42 milligram of bromine insulin. In this way, our assays topic is completed, and thank you for watching the video.